Okay, we're live.
Hey.
We're in here.
Right. We're in a weird timeline right now. I mean, for the second time now, PS event is not at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the morning for us. So this feels weird. It's like 9 o'clock right now, and yeah, we're not killing our days after,
Oh, it's,
the day afterwards.
it's great though, isn't it? It's actually great.
Bless COVID. Sort of.
COVID bless. No, don't bless that shit. It's evil.
But
Right.
then again, they were saying, you know that explosion in Nebelon? They were saying that thanks to COVID, people were not working not as many people were working nearby. So even though they could cause massive devastation, it still inevitably save lives.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So in that sense, but yeah, not blessing it completely, of course. But change your change your things, change your times, and now we're getting these shows at a good time. Oh
Yes.
well, I'm just watching this logo animation loop.
I have an alarm set for 9. How strange. I think that's when I was attempting to nap yesterday. I absolutely failed.
Oh. A nap turned sleep.
Yeah, that nap was a long, long nap. Okay. What are you expecting in the next minute?
Nothing.
So I've heard rumors of Final Fantasy 16 being was apparently someone who predicted everything from the last announcement said that the only thing they got wrong that there'd be Final Fantasy 16 announced. However, they've said he doesn't know why they didn't show it, but they're likely to show it at this one. That same person. Take that with a grain of salt, but I got a little bit of hype over it. Maybe if it gets shown.
If they show, going by recent track records, if they show it now, we should get the game in 8 years.
Well, apparently, according to that same guy, it's a PlayStation 5 timed exclusive, like FF7.
Oh, just like FF7, isn't it? So. Yeah. Oh well, I guess that's a good thing to be. Oh.
I remember I got super hyped about this image last time, and I was like,
"What's this? It's just a golden line. Has it crashed? Oh no, it's the pulsating. It's the pulse of the PS5, I guess. But
here we go. First trailer. Oh, Crash 4. Crash 4.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Stubb, producer at Toys for Bob.
His name Crash Bandicoot? I don't even know what his name was.
4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day.
Early playtests have said it's quite good.
About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series.
It actually looks very true to the old Crash games as it stands. I mean, it doesn't look like a PS5 game.
As well as new
That's what a lot of the early previewers have been saying.
First, we made sure to incorporate the classic.
It's not a bad thing, though. I mean, look at Sonic. They got away with it.
And then we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you today.
I mean, obviously the environments look a lot better. So
this is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we picked things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games.
It's so good that they're talking and showing, not just standing there and talking and show you some 20-second clip of nothing, and then talking.
Animations.
Yeah, I
all of
agree.
that also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing.
I mean,
rail
this
grind,
all
and zip
you can
line
see
as
that
well.
you can see the game interface there.
In the original trilogy,
Gameplay. Oh
specifically
wow,
Crash 4,
in-game screen,
there were certain
in-game
moments in
video.
the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle.
Microtransactions.
That seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon.
DLC.
We've loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game. These skins are totally cosmetic and a fun way to express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges and
They
earning
stated-
gems within levels.
They stated there's no
Crash 4
no
also introduces the
microtransactions.
quantum masks, the powerful protectors of time and space. Crash and Coco will need their assistance throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button, Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you, or Lani Loli, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence. Bending the rules of reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's gonna have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this adventure. For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingodile. I repeat, you get to play as Dingodile in Crash 4. And a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingodile. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table, so we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's our souped-up, bumpa-berry-fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspective shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience. One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward. We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie with the overcranked
Features on features on features. I'm impressed.
Once unlocked, players can replay all
Well, it's selling you the game here. I mean, as it stands, we're getting a game with 3 or 4 characters to play with, and at least 2 or 3
playthroughs. Reason
playthroughs.
to revisit each level again to see what new and exciting experiences in store for them.
Wow, an underwater
So
feature
that's
as
some
well.
of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Experience the space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
That's a good start. Good start.
Wait. PS4.
Today's
Oh,
play
I thought it was
is
the PS5
loaded
play.
Third-party updates for PS4 and
I thought-
PSVR, and some new
I-
PS5 gameplay too.
Well, see.
We open the show with an all-new
Yeah.
look at Crash 4.
Oh,
It's about
fair
time,
enough.
coming to
This isn't
PlayStation
a
4
purely
on
PS5,
October
is it?
2nd.
No, I wasn't expecting it to be.
Now let's keep the party going with the
I,
latest
for some reason,
from
was
IO
thinking it is.
Interactive.
There will
Okay,
be
well then, that
there will be some PS5 reveals without a doubt. But this is right up
Cool.
yours. This is up your
Yeah.
street, right?
Yeah, but I haven't played. Oh, now that you say that, I realized all the Hitman games I have on my Steam were the old ones and not as good as the current ones.
Ah,
Oh, something popped up on your Steam.
yeah, it was Steam.
Yeah, so all the. This is what VR. Yeah, it says VR mode included. Wow, actually, VR mode and Hitman would be awesome because it's a slow-paced game. So, and it's very environmentally. The way that what's the word for it? You know, it'll feel. This is actually perfect for a VR game. It'll be nice and relaxing in that sense, and then it'll be like exploring a large area or very detailed areas with a VR headset. Well, minus the. Oh, Hitman 3, right, yeah. Didn't see the 3 earlier.
Yeah, I said it at the beginning.
But yeah, all my Hitman games on Steam are not the recent ones that came out, so which I assumed they were. So they weren't the highly detailed ones. So I moved them all outside of my what I call my AAA plus category into the rubbish category until I rebuy the proper Steam games. Okay, time's going backwards.
$2D game. Braid 2. Hello, mate. Good night. Go get in bed. We're on stream. You should be asleep.
That's okay. It came out at a good time.
So it's not even a sequel.
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary Edition. It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
I can see tons of people being disappointed in the chat now for some reason.
Brushstrokes animating the world.
They are. You're
There are
right.
more than 9 pixels
I'm
for
watching
each
them right
pixel
now,
in the
and
original game.
even to be
There are
honest,
new
I'm
animations
disappointed
for
because
smoother
there's not.
motion.
Improved
Not for
sound
me,
and music
basically.
to
I
enhance
don't
the
care about
mood,
these games.
and many
it's
hours of
just
developer
died.
commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design.
Well, I get there's
programming,
people out
and
there that like
visual
these games.
art.
Fair
Well,
enough.
no.
you
Plan
know.
to make it the most detailed
They like it,
commentary
they like
in
it.
any game ever. So if you want to learn
But
how video
nothing,
games are made, Braid Anniversary
nothing
Edition
of it
will be a really good resource.
Goes
I
well.
hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
It does look very, very nice though. I've got to give it that.
It's supposed to be a good game.
The
Okay.
characters and everything.
How do I stop Steam notifications coming up?
The Pathless
Was it
is
coming
a
up on
mythic
stream? I
adventure
didn't see
set
that.
on a mystical island. Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
Just 616 for now.
Set myself offline.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid.
Ooh,
I'm
PS5.
excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless.
Was this a PS5 game?
It says
Pathless
footage
is an
captured from
open
PS5.
world, mythic
Oh.
adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter.
This looks nice.
The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot
Open world.
talismans to fill her
Just like a
dash
Breath
meter,
of
which
the
allows
Wild.
her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless.
Check
So
out
the
that
game's
movement.
unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the hunter herself.
I'm feeling fun gameplay.
It looks rewarding. Like if you do well, you know, you rack up stuff.
I like the fact you can
With help
move
from the
fast
eagle,
and
you
shoot. It's
can
really
even
cool.
fly. The bond between the hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless.
I'm hoping you
can
get more
gain
weapons than
altitude
bow
while you glide by
and
flapping.
Gun.
No, well, it's like a sword or a stick. Look at that gliding and the flying as well.
Make sure you pet the eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition. You'll find secrets all over the island, if you know where to look.
Nice art style and environment.
It looks very pleasing.
Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap. You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
I don't see any threats.
Pathless is all
So
about finding your
apparently
own way
open
forward.
world
So unlike most open
puzzle,
world
but
games, there's no map.
nothing suggesting
Instead,
extreme
the hunter
combat.
can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It even shows you where you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision. Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle. Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
Monster Hunter.
Minus the RPG mechanics and the loot mechanics.
True.
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks. When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
It was like a racing game at its point.
Plus a jump game on mobiles.
Oh, you mean like an endless runner?
Yeah. It's good though. Cool gameplay ideas.
Okay, now it's kind of suddenly turned action RPG like.
Hunter and Eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of the Pathless. We've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, very good.
Yep.
Next up, let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
I mean, in
Hi, my
2
name is
3
Gary
videos,
Hughes,
it
I'm the
already
creator of
defeated
Spelunky.
Xbox. And what they can show
For
us.
Spelunky 2, I wanted to make sure we
The
made something
disappointment
that got
intensifies.
fans excited and also brought in new players.
This game,
It was
I'm
important we didn't
aware
change
it's
the
popular with
things that made
speedrunners
Spelunky
and
such a
stuff like
unique
that.
experience in the first place.
Never played it.
So many people became fans of
I think
the
it's
game through
roguelike
their
as well.
friends and family,
Platforming
and even
roguelike-ish.
strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult. In Spelunky 2, when you do runs and discover new characters, you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys,
Mounts.
and find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose between branching paths.
Reminds me of
as you make your
Terraria
way
a bit.
deeper into the caves.
I think it'll be, yeah,
As a
similar.
result, the stories players
The
create
Terraria,
much
that
more
one has
texture
crafting,
to
doesn't
them.
it?
Yeah.
Even after many, many
I don't
hours
see-
of playing,
I don't think there's
still
any
have
crafting in
interesting runs
these
that don't
games.
even go past the first area.
Ow.
In Spelunky 1, runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And
So
also
it's
added
a
new characters
roguelike,
that can
right?
help you or hinder
Yeah.
you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2.
I like the way
really
the
what
dev
guided my
directly
design
talks about the game.
choices.
It's cool.
After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept.
Although I
and the
don't think
world.
it's an indie game
Knowing that
anymore, but I
possibility
believe
was
it
out
came from
there
those
is what's been
groups.
exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways, when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Thanks.
PS4.
Well,
We've
don't
got
need a
a bunch of
PS5
new
to run this on a
PS4
game,
updates
do
to share
we?
with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
Is this the Chinese-made game that's a clone of Breath of the Wild?
Hey, there's something strange over there.
Oh, no, Screams
Come on,
anime
let's
game
take
to me.
a look.
Yep. I think it's the rip-off game of Breath of the Wild. Even the animations are the same.
Wow.
I summon thee.
They're somehow getting away with it.
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken?
Cutesy though. I mean, it looks again visually pleasing because of the way it's all cell graphics, maybe cell shade graphics.
Is it multiplayer?
I'm thinking sort of online style. With an online and offline
Sentient filth. I
mode.
claim your mind for the Void Armada. Gods have squealed for my mercies. Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance?
This is a beat, yeah, it's a beat 'em, isn't it?
This
Did we see this previously? It looks kind of familiar.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it looks turn-based from the game, but then it looks also beat 'em up, side-scrolling beat 'em up-ish. I can't tell, but this game almost looks 2.5D. So it's on a 2D plane, and then just like Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball's Fighter Z,
Yeah.
it can go 3D at any, or turn the camera around at any time.
Oh, this is the one we were looking at.
Oh yes. The one I got excited about because of the city, the urban scape. I was like, cities. Good to see more. I think this is the Chinese game as well, I believe. Or I remember, I think we saw the developer name or the company logo, and then instantly thought, yep, this is a copy or rip-off of something. But
I do want to try this. It looks cool.
yeah, stylish. I like the start. Oh, one, the city, and then in general, this looks kind of intriguing.
It's like super unique.
Yeah, so far shown off nothing but what it looks like and the sound.
Time to talk.
Did it say when that was coming? I didn't catch it.
December 2020.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island.
Oh, this is that weirdo game, isn't it? Yeah.
Bug snacks.
Wow, that's your new
Wait for a
lead.
donkey video on
Another
this.
Monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist. Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense. I swear, if you chase this bug snack story, you're out of a job.
Wow, 25
You're
minutes
the
has elapsed.
journalist. Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a bug snack
Really?
right over there. Do me a
Yeah,
favor
it's
and
half-9,
put
isn't
my
it?
snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the
See?
bunger over yonder.
I want you to use that
Essence of a good
instinct to find out what
demonstration
my
video
favorite
or
bug snack
presentation. Time is flying.
Obs.
Previously, we were looking at the clock going, when's it in? When is it? When is it in?
Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hates you yet. You can catch bug snacks and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
This is going to be a sleeper hit, mate. I'm telling you.
Say you do find me.
What, like an Animal Crossing type one?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks it's got elements of Animal Crossing, doesn't
Now
it?
get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
Except, you know, it's cute in his own way, but not in that way.
Is that a flying pizza?
Don't think so.
Yeah, bug snacks. Let's go.
There's a lot more in store. Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
Oh yeah, VR. Actually, this is a good use for it.
I don't know. Fast, frantic VR games.
You must stop Vida.
I don't understand why
Actually, this
you
looks
never
slow.
mentioned
Never
that
mind.
you had the Force.
So I'm guessing PlayStation Move is required to wield.
thought it was
Kinda
required.
like
Thought it was required anyway.
Not for a lot of games, yeah, but I think like Beat Saber is required for sure. So surely this probably takes some.
August 25th. I know people would be hyped for that. Office Simulator.
Whatever
Wait.
you do, stay in the light.
Oh. I felt Silent Hill for a second and then it dissipated real fast.
Wait, 505 Games is the one. Aren't they the guys behind Bloodstain? Or they published it?
I'm not sure.
Checking out. Yeah, they're publishers.
Control 2?
Wasn't Control PC exclusive?
I'm not sure.
Actually, I didn't check either.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was. Oh, it's expansion for
Expansion too. Oh.
Dragons.
I can't tell what this game is going to be. Oh, auto chess. Or battle chess. You know the teamfight tactics on League of Legends I've been playing?
Oh, right, okay.
Similar. In its own, basically, he's probably got his own unique mechanics, which makes it his own game, but... Concepts there, basically. The core of it.
Auto chess.
It's just literally called auto chess. Wow. I mean, auto chess is the genre, but unless no one thought to copyright it, or it's free use, if that makes sense.
Some kind of sketch to life game.
This reminds me of that game on mobile where you draw comic strips and then you decide where your character goes. I think it's all framed. It's sort of similar, but not. Yeah, you can move.
It's a Game Boy. Modded Game Boy.
Yeah, this is similar to Frame, but in it's not comic book based.
The pedestrian.
Hey, PS4 controller. Oh, what? Didn't expect it to be called.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to
Hey,
PS5.
PS5.
2 new games.
We are the forest shadows. Ghosts running silently between the straight
Assassin's Creed.
of a corrupt state.
No, it can't be. Medieval.
Count, ration, manipulate. They've taken everything from those they claim to protect.
It's not Goblin Slayer, is it? it's got a Goblin Slayer helmet on. That guy.
We aren't an invading army. We are wraiths. We bypass defenses and strike at the heart. We take back what was stolen.
I don't know. All this game is telling me is that everyone likes to brutally beat each other down.
Call us heroes.
Battle Royale, Assassin's Creed.
To others, we are rivals.
Sneak versus Sneak.
I was thinking for some reason God of War because of that guy, the bald guy, but no.
It's definitely some kind of multiplayer.
We are all
Good.
outlaws. But some of us will become.
Kind of a bit like that game For Honor. Graphics look terrible though.
Yeah, there's a PS5 game as well. Doesn't scream.
Temtem. It's coming to PS5. The Pokemon clone.
The Pokemon clone, yeah.
So now they're ripping off Pokemon and Breath of the Wild, just trying to steal Nintendo stuff.
Steal Nintendo's stuff, yeah, onto the PlayStation. But the difference is Temtem was actually very well received.
Yeah, it was.
So,
Apparently it did a lot of things right that Pokemon doesn't.
Well, Pokemon has always been stuck in its
One trick pony.
Yeah, you can kind of. I get what you're trying to say. So.
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
Oh, this game again. The one with the really cool armor.
Is that it? Oh, combat overview.
What?
Hello, my name is Keith Lee.
It'd be nice to see it close up, I guess.
On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today.
Definitely can't appreciate any kind of graphical fidelity because the bitrate's quite low.
Today you'll be seeing,
or at least I'm getting a lot of like artifacts.
PlayStation 5 development kit. Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next generation console. Please enjoy. So let's jump right into what Godfall is. Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms.
Free allowed.
The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire. Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions, no waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one. As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment or mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in Godfall is intended to be fluid, dynamic, and interactive, embracing offense over defense. More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword, the dual blades, the polearm, the two-handed warhammer, and the two-handed greatsword. Each weapon class has their own unique movesets and playstyles, ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each
I like the
weapon
shield
category,
throw, that was cool.
Each weapon with their own primary and secondary
Wasn't just Captain
traits.
America style though.
Yeah.
At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and
See,
the
this
longsword
feels
classes.
the way it sort of
The
fights
dual
nearly.
blades
It
are
feels
the
a tiny
fastest
bit like
weapon
Terra.
class in Godfall.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it seems like a fusion of Dark Souls type games and
Dual blades are
Devil May
exceptional
Cry,
against
maybe?
soft, unarmored targets or single
Except you can't jump.
You can
Yeah.
perform
Unless the
a
move
combo
jumps.
by
Your ability
executing
jumps.
4 consecutive light attacks.
I can't see
The
this
dual blades
being.
heavy attack is a spinning blade
I mean,
cycle.
it's good that they're showing
The
us all
blade
these pretty
cycle
things,
can
but I
also
don't
be
see it
used as
being
a
completely
finisher at the end of your light attack combo.
fun.
So what are the signature moves for the
I'm not
dual
sure if they got all
blades?
the HUD.
As you
I think
build
all
up
the HUD
charge,
and stuff is
you can
turned off,
also
so it looks a bit
activate thinner
bland.
focus, which is unique to the dual blades.
Yeah,
which
I
inflicts
just wonder though
massive
how
damage
long it
in
will
a short
take.
period of time.
I
There's
mean,
also
if
mortal
every
coil,
mob
where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy
takes a while to
towards you,
kill,
like
I
pulling
can
a
imagine it being
cable.
very exhausting.
Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class. Longswords are
Oh,
balanced
these are showing off
weapons,
each weapon type and
embodying
stuff,
crisp
so.
damage and simple
It's nice to
cooldowns
see how
without
one
needing a lot of
might play.
elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly
So
at
this
the same
longsword
time, you'll
class has
perform a
5
devastating shield uppercut with your
abilities, it
longsword.
seems, but if we're
The
going to be
shield is
spamming
a
the same
core
5
part of
abilities
Godfall.
overall,
It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you press the shield button at the right time, you can also parry an attack. You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike.
so yeah, how it's showing
Shield
that
is
the
great,
the
not
shield
just for
blocking
defense,
or the
but
tanking
also offense.
is how you block in
You
Terra,
can
which is
aim
why I
and
always
throw
say
your
tanking in
shield,
Terra
which
was
will
really
hit
fun.
multiple
Yeah.
nearby targets. If you tap the shield button,
kind of bored of
just
it
as you
already.
catch your shield, you can perform a powerful
Yeah, it's too long.
wave attack.
I'm not. I can't.
looks-
You
It
can
looks
double
nice,
tap the shield button to
but
petrify
I can't see it
enemies.
being too fun.
Yeah, I
It looks
can't.
fun maybe the first
And of
time,
course, you can
but
perform an
if I want to be going to
R3 round
every
finisher
room
on
and using the
enemies
same
that
combo
were knocked down to
or
the
similar combos, I mean, I don't see any much variance, and maybe the mobs, they just seem to be just punchbags right now.
Yeah.
Maybe for demonstration purposes, but still. Okay, here's probably a boss. Yeah, it's overstaying its welcome right now, this game. It's showing way too much. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but again, sometimes it should be.
No, it's not.
Older.
It's not appealing to me much. It looks good. I can see it appealing to certain people, but not me personally. It's not really giving me much.
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall running on the PlayStation 5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this
So the last
peek into
game,
the
then?
future of PlayStation. See you next time.
Is that it? No PS5, no PS5 release date announcement, nothing. Wow.
It's alright.
I'm never gonna
I can't
believe.
deny
I'm
it.
never gonna believe another damn rumor ever again.
That's alright. I never got my hopes up anyway.
I didn't get my
Well-
hopes up. It's just, it was just a state of play, you know. Weren't really expect.
The typical state of play.
Can't really expect the world out of it, but you know, now I can see people be like, Xbox wins. No.
Xbox.
It would
they
take.
lost 3 rounds already. Let's say 3 rounds.
Yeah, well, it was longer than I thought it'd be, but see how the chat's.
That's alright. It was
Xbox wins.
no. It says Xbox lose or Xbox. How are they saying Xbox wins? There's nothing to stay.
Putting loads of
nothing to,
L's in the chat.
Yeah. Nah, what's beginning segments was all nice. It got to a week ending though. With the Godfall. Went on for too long. Should have showed something more exciting.
Yeah.
But oh no, you know, still saw some interesting things. Like that.
If you look at the description, it says there'll be no PlayStation Studios updates this episode. Or any updates around hardware, business, and pre-orders or dates. Like, literally doesn't get your hopes up for the beginning. It's just everybody's fault who didn't read it, like ours.
Well, we didn't read it, did we? All I saw was the age restriction on the bottom, and that's it. I didn't even read the stuff above it. Oh, and I read it as 40 minutes, and then I stopped reading.
I just posted, read the description. Haha.
Oh well. Still enjoyable to see the new games. Again, saw gameplay and saw some tidbits here and there. Again, there's still more reason to buy a PS5 at the moment than an Xbox.
I think it's early days yet. We still got stuff being revealed at the end of the month. I can't see them blowing their load.
Yeah, because didn't you say Gamescom was
yeah, I think Summer Game Fest is ongoing through summer because there's no E3 and stuff. This State of Play wasn't on there, so it was obviously unannounced. And then Gamescom opening night live is at the end of the month, so there's more to come. Xbox might do another announcement between then.
What about
anyone could?
Tokyo? What about Tokyo Game Show? Is that that's usually around this time? Isn't it?
When is Tokyo Game Show?
Is that around this time?
23rd of September.
Oh, okay, next month.
So nothing. Yeah, still loads of time to get your reveals in and stuff. But yeah, wasn't a hugely hyped episode, but some cool games on there nonetheless.
No, we saw more of that 2D-ish game we wanted to play. Forgot the name already.
So you said that just said 2020. No,
the one with the cool graphics, the city.
Yeah, actually, that one was shown on the PC Gamer thing. So
yeah, it was shown very briefly, and then they didn't mention too much of it.
Okay, so obviously it was just announcing it was on the PS5 too, or PS4. It says PS4 and PS4 Pro, I think.
So yeah, I guess that game, the Wind Waker type game, the bow and arrow guy present.
Yeah, I knew of most. Knew of most of those games already. Couple of new things, but
there's the anime Zelda.
Yeah, I do think it's early days yet. I think we'll see something more
Yeah,
soon. I mean,
nothing conclusive.
you
but
got
still.
you got at least a few months until these consoles get released. So the biggest hype gainers that want is as close to the release of the console as possible to
True.
muster up
Hype
sales.
now, then yeah.
So
Okay. Can anyway see.
we shall see. So it was quite a short stream, which is good. And
see you in the next event.
See you at the next event. Yeah. GG.
GG.